Hey guys, what we're going to go through on today's video is how we can train aerobically in our training sessions and how we can also improve the quality of our training sessions so that we can try to go quicker whilst we're also training in the right energy zone. So what I've got up in today's video is a chart of one of our athletes doing a 60-minute aerobic run. So what you can see here is different bands which represent his heart rate zones, being below this dotted line being our aerobic zones and above the dotted line being our anaerobic zones. What you can see the athlete has achieved is they've managed to keep their heart rate nicely in the lower two bands, which was the point of the training session going through. So from achieving an aerobic outcome for the training session, this athlete's done a great job, and you can see they've comfortably stayed within that zone the entire time through. What you can see is this green line here, which is their run speed. So you can see they've just been running along quite comfortably. You can see the odd dip, which would represent a walk break. But what you can see as a general trend for this line is a very slow downward trajectory. So what that means is as the athlete's going through this run session, his run speed is slowly getting a little bit slower. So he has achieved the correct outcome of the primary goal, which was training aerobically, but you can see that his running form is obviously declining as he goes through. So what I'm going to show you is another way to do these runs so that you can try to maintain both the aerobic capacity as well as having your run speed, ensuring that you've got good run form. So what we recommend a lot of our athletes actually do is implement a run-walk strategy. So what this does and what it looks like is this. So again, I'm just going to remove the elevation chart to make it a bit simpler, and I'm going to install the heart rate chart so that we can see what they're doing. So you can see here, the red line, he's managed to keep his heart rate down nice and low in this lower band, which is great. And he's managed to do that for the entire session. What you can also see is the green line. You can actually see that the green line, he's managed to keep up nice and consistent. And if anything, these peaks start to get a little bit higher. In other words, he's getting a little bit faster as he goes through. So what this session was a very simple 4-minute run and a 30-second walk. All right. In doing so, it meant that his running speed was really good. So every time he ran with good technique and he held a good pace so that he was able to learn that from a motor pacing level. And then he was able to keep his heart rate nice and low when he did it. So from our perspective, this is a great way of achieving two things. One is getting the rhythm of what that running pace is like and keeping good form while you're doing it, whilst also keeping that aerobic heart rate down nice and low as well. So this would be a great example of learning to be able to do your aerobic training and training your body to keep your heart rate quite low, while also achieving the other outcome of trying to improve your running form.